Hey folks, so I know it's Mr. Carter here ready to do the review for the end of the year test. Let's start with number one. So it's a number story that we're going to have to solve. Students at each grade level at Mountain School made cards for hospital patients. So the kindergarten made 84 cards. Now grades 1, 2, and 3 each made 297 cards. Grades 4 and 5 each made 423 cards. So if the cards are divided equally among 9 community hospitals, how many cards will each hospital get or receive? So number model of the unknown is this. We're going to have to add all the cards and then divide them by 9. So if we go back and look, kindergarten made 84. So we're going to add that to what grades 1, 2, and 3 made. And grades 1, 2, and 3 each made 297 cards. So you can go 297 for grade 1, 297 for grade 2, 297 for grade 3. Now grade 4 and 5 each made 423 cards. So for grade 4, they made 423, and grade 5 also made 423. Now what we need to do with that is once we add those all up together, we're going to divide that by the 9 hospitals. So if we go and estimate, so that we can go 84, that would be close to 100. Now we have 297 3 times, so that would be about 300 3 times. So I could go 300 plus 300 plus 300 for a total of 900. And 423 is close to 400. So if we go 400 plus 400, that would be 800. And then we would divide that all by, we could do divided by 10 to come up with our estimate if we wanted to. So our estimate would be 900 plus 1 is 1,000. So 1,800 divided by 9. So if I did that, I know that 9 goes into 18 twice. So that would be about 200 cards. That's our estimate. So now what we need to do is actually solve the actual answer. Okay, so I went ahead and fast forwarded our work here just to kind of speed up things. So I went down here, I went ahead and added up all the cards that were made and came up with 1,821. And I went ahead and divided that by 9 for each hospital, for 9 hospitals. So the answer was 202 cards per hospital. And we had a remainder of 3, but what we're going to do is not pass those out. We're just going to pass out 202 cards to each hospital. So that's exactly how we got our answer. We added, so to explain, I added all the cards, and then I divided my answer by 9. How did you know that our answer is reasonable? Well, our answer is really close to our estimate. Our answer was 202, and our estimate was 200. So the answer is close to the estimate. Okay, number 2 is asking you to follow the pattern here. The rule for the pattern below is to add 5 to the number before. So 3 plus 5 is 8, 8 plus 5 is 13, and so on. So the next 5 numbers would be 28 plus 5 would be 33. It would be 38. Then it would be 43. 43 plus 5 is 48. And then our last number would be 53. Some patterns that you might see are they alternate, or the numbers alternate. Odd and even, so it's odd number, even number, odd number. So they alternate odd number slash even number. Or you might say the answers end in either 3 or 8. is also another pattern. Okay, you might see some other patterns. I'd be curious to see what kind of patterns you see there. All right, so what is the unknown angle measurement here? So we have a big angle here. The bigger angle here is a 90-degree angle, and you can see that here because it's got a square. So it's going to be 90 degrees. Take away the 60 that we already know will give us what's left here. So we're going to go 90 again, that bigger angle, take away the 60 that's here, and that'll give us 30 degrees. So that's the angle measurement here. So this should be 30 degrees. Decompose 5/12 into a sum of fractions with the same denominator in two different ways. Record each decomposition with an equation and justify each one by coloring the parts of the circle. So we got a circle here that's twelfths. So we're going to, and we need to decompose that 5/12 into the sum of fractions. So for example, you might do 3/12. So let me color in 3/12 in red here. So you can go 3/12 plus, and in blue here, I'll do 2 more 12ths. 1, 2, so that would be 2/12. That would equal 5/12. Another way to do it is you can go 1/12 plus, let's do 2/12 in red. And then in pencil here, I'll do another 2/12. And that also equals a total of 5/12. Okay, so let's look at 5. And it's asking you here, it's which of the two rectangles above represents 42 times 14. So you have rectangle A here that shows 42, and then 10 and 4. And then you have a rectangle B here that shows just 4 and 2, and then 1 and 4. Well, if we were using partitioned rectangles like this, the rectangle A is our best choice because it's the 40 here and 42 is represented here with this 40. See, the 4 over here only has a value of 4, where this has a value of 40, like in 42. And the same here with the 10. The 1 here in 14 is representative of 10, has a value of 10 and 4. So that's how we know that. So now it's asking you down here, use the rectangle you chose to solve 42 times 14. So I'm going to go ahead and work that out up here. So 40 times 10, well, 4 times 1 is 4, and the 2 zeros would make it 400. 2 times 10, that's 20. 40 times 4, so 4 times 4 is 16, but we can't forget that 0 there. 460. 2 times 4 is 8. So what that looks like down here, if we did partial products, 42 times 14. So again, we go with the 40 times 10, that's 400, that's that square there. Then we can go 10 times 2, and that's 20. Then we can go 40 times 4, and that's 160, and that's this box here. And then 4 times 2 is 8. And we just add those up. 0, 0, 0, and 8 is 8. 6 and 2 is also 8. And 4 plus 1 is 5. So it's 588. Now, if a word, let's look at number 6 here at the bottom. So it says here, if a word or number below has a line of symmetry, draw its line of symmetry. So mom does have a line of symmetry, so we could draw it right here down the middle, and this two sides are symmetrical. This is a vertical line of symmetry. The word yay also has a line of symmetry similar to mom, right down the middle, and those again are symmetrical. The number 8008 has a vertical line of symmetry, and it also has a horizontal line of symmetry. Looks like this. Dad will not have a line of symmetry, because even if we did one right down the middle, they're not, the curve of the D doesn't match, so that would not work there. Hem neither, doesn't have any lines of symmetry because if we were to cut it right down the middle, the H and the M would not match. The word wow, just like mom and yay, does have one right down the middle and a vertical line of symmetry. Okay.